agus ach tá sé grána tá sé grána Tá mór in is there's a shower now. It is bad. Ach tá letrachas fósáin agus ní se róhanna an seo. It wasn't too bad in stadium. My cable just mass catch. I think the worst of it is over, has passed. Was that yeah? Ach Tá mai ceap me sé neartú ríist ag neartú strengthening ag neartú AG den NERT fada ag neartú so bé sé ag neartú an nachtarí sé meánaí nó mar sin I think around midnight meánaí midnight sílam I think mar se be ar bheit coppla le be beidir 7 kilometers an uair idir meánaí agus beidir dóchla gramáidin as a sin beis caite. So it'll be strengthening again from between midnight and 2 o'clock. From what I understand, today windy.com, according to windy.com. So it'll be strengthening again, but it's kind of stadium Eowyn, I remember storm Eowyn or Owen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name correctly. I'm not sure if it's Owen or Eowyn from as in from Lord of the Rings pages. Níl sam a chaléchi. It's kind of a bit Kate Hoyt, Kate 5 millimeter for na hánig se going to Syr Ilanoran. I think it was around 140 kilometer winds or thereabouts by the time it's reached here. I think out in the Atlantic it was like 190 kilometers an hour, maybe 100 kilometers offshore, but then now I need Skyda when it came closer then. Yeah, we snant on the Fachi's armination. I was scared that night. Oh, that she said, I was very scared that night. Ni hennes just in the we fight some Machine Shechi blown Shechi. Vi Fachi sam Machine Shechi. I was afraid that the wind would be blown Shechi. I'm not scared of this storm. This is ní 7 kilometer no marshal. It's only 70 kilometer winds. Grana, there's a gran, it's bad. It's not too bad. Dúirt an muilchatach tá ré an lag a limnach. Sé tá cepa ó huas mesa. I think it's worse up north. My kept better done all which I need better Muyo suas. I think maybe Mayo and up to Donegal. I think it's worse than my cap. But I better a limdach now, especially at a ghost on the coast. It's always worse on the coast. I bet you will limdach rubag his footage Limerick might be further inland. That bit more inland. So just salvage a limdach. You're nice and safe in Limerick in limdach. Fresin go hundul usually being carachi ní bhín a roi chodonna sa gahir. Usually the wind isn't as strong in a city. Well, in the cheese and the Ferg never look, so usually because of lots of houses, buildings, etc. So it breaks the wind because of the lag and charoi being fast. Tugacha faska FOSCIDH faska shelter. Tugancha faska gives shelter. Tugancha faska tugan the Fergnev fasta. Couple there YouTube cha Nina Hunt said hi. Jachach Nina Hunt. Claire Morrissey, hi. Jachach Claire Morrissey, how's it going? Because there's the TikTok. Nature will never hurt the true heart. How do you say that in Irish? Ní hortain when you make a bearlachas, nature will never hurt the true heart. Ní hortain náúr an ché bhfuil crí fíorchraí nó in ché bhfuil anric mocanta an ché ní hortain an áidir an ché tá anric nó an ché tá mocanta beidir that might be how you say it an ché atá mocanta ní dionan an áidir dochar gon ché atá mocanta is gentle, honest, true-hearted, maybe, possibly, beidir ní an osasin na gro. There's Claire Morrissey, hi reached, how are you? Tá ma haar céin, cechúil tusa, Claire Morrissey, how are you, Claire Morrissey? Tusa mutu gama, hope you're well. Agus, we're still here through the kinch, ní rúch, so, agus, Martin Scala, if you have any questions or stories for me, Jin ma mo yel and Chestagert, to my child in the Sire, I'm here on in the Sire, Ilanar, the Iron Islands, we droch woer it in ish. Moor is shower, fata ar. Shower, moor. So rain shower, like, so we droch moor, there's a heavy shower. Moor can also be used for a gust, like a gust. So we droch woer on. Tan teir glana here, I'm looking over west, so this is west. So the two cameras here are west, I'm looking into the west. Agus tan teir glan here. So I just an teir glan I can an teir glan le length. I haven't seen. It's nice to see the clear air. I haven't seen blue sky, a bit of blue sky in days. Bit of tea law. Kilano, did you hear Jamar about? I think Tuesday's the last time I saw any bit of blue sky. If a couple of nomad it's nice to see a bit of blue sky for a few minutes. Revisha gaidi dorcha before it gets dark. Be dorcha in the shirt that Lausha shaft it gets dark now around 7:30. Which hart Lausha shaft bin dorcha around 7:30 it gets dark. So what I catch home agus no vi troch farur unfortunately vi troch scale and ugur kailuv machon magin far jazz chas my les copper turn the child in the sire chas my machan the child in the sire copper turn. I met machan here a few times, 2 or 3 times to my capit in the sire. I think it's 2 or 3 times I met him. We call a jazz am les copper turn. Because Droskale, bad news for here. Because an Vronach. Mas kind of we say Brendan O'Connor show pages Miochen pages. He was on the Brendan O'Connor show about maybe a month ago or so. Hartashin pages as we shall draw. More on Faki, he was saying he didn't have much time, but a couple of me in Dublin. I think he said he only had maybe a few months, maybe a year or something like that. Nach hol ma scale, it's in vi cholochen on social to honig ma cholochen arranged. I saw on social media today, everyone sharing the poor bad news about Machen, poor Machen, and and Droskale. So chas my lesh copper turn. I met him a few times here. We cora just some lesh. Shantroin nar man on the aglovach. It's a pity I wasn't able to interview him. Shantroyashin. It's a pity about that. My virsachak in the sire because he used to come here to the sire. But he'd usually come maybe every second year. He might come for 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days. So it's a bocht scale bocht. A couple of kissed. He was a beautiful man. He was. He's and Jess. Yeah. There's Josephine Sweeney. A couple of law Brian Changi though. Tá gar of not. Oh, tá sé. Tá my cab which any mess of what who on the hull. I think it's worse up north. Up and doing all Chirchonel. But it's mo yo suas. I think it's worse kind of mayo up to Donegal, kind of. And ní bailach chu done, the child's not quite as bad. Well, there's a gránach, it is bad here, there's a gránach. Ní úfasach done, there's a níomh fascism, I wouldn't be scared of the without and Spain and just, and it's looking at really clear blue skies for the first time in about 3 or 4 days. Réchaí, trónúna dus róisín, trúna má cháte, just mar a róisín, tas an bhfuil tú go má. Dúirt Dave, is évilum cuppan té, is évilum sa cuppan té fresh, and I love a good cup of tea as well. Muigín té, a mug of tea, muigín té. Agus Cránach, go leis cead. Cránach, spáinam sa Cránach freisin. Dúirt user the kinch, it's not bad here, Mayo. Come on, nach well, good it isn't. Dúirt Dinnig Harry Cleavage, I loved your interview with Liam O'Malley. The Anna Agloff, Anna Agloff, Liam O'Malley had a lovely conversation interview with Liam O'Malley. Very nice man, freshen, very jazz freshen. Danella Hagen's going to say Cominic, the man that comes to Nasir often. Maybe every couple of years, he usually comes, Ta couple of the kinchit there's William Dunner on YouTube. Comments, what is the best way to learn Irish? Out, speak it. But you're wrong and you get some classes. It depends on your level of Irish project. Kin kaijan, kin level, kin kaijan. Kin kaijan to do a geistach le raid na gaeltachta, geistach le padchrailta, gaelge Irish language podcasts. Watching Russ na Rún as his subtitles. Watching my videos on TikTok, and there's many other people who do TikTok videos through Irish on TikTok, on YouTube, Instagram, etc. So, and that's general good ways of picking up a bit of Irish, and maybe if you can get a Circle Cora going, maybe depending where you are, branch I cannot you will to Circle Cora, dúirt nar lagad a chara san Ireland, dúirt Eddie. Just mar Eddie tas an go má. Dúirt Claire Morrissey, in 3 weeks I am going to Spain, Glackmire, I presume it's Spain, good yes. Dúirt Eddie, chin mastún in the sir, no sib na Shanheim na chayers na Gorskari ta goin no will ta hen buile, Germuche buile. In our we say buile for field. We don't say, well, Germuch gari agus buile. Ta gort on freshen, ta gort, the gort is there as well, but buile, B-U-I-L-L-E, buile is the word we'd use. Like ta capel some buile, ta bow some buile, there's a horse in the field. Ta bow some buile, there's a cow in the field, marhumpla. Ta mas some buile, no ta shasa some buile. Gari, go huntul Germuch gari, no, it's much kurgari, a garden. Gari would be generally like a garden or planting a garden. So le fati ta gari, ta gari kurum, chorma gari. Taine ma chuile gari, taine ma chuile vuole. Every maha my family's land. Ta eine mar chuile vuole. As chuile chraig, we've craigs and fields, and every craig and every field we own, we have, my family has a name. Agus chuile vuole in the sir, every field and craig on the island has a name. Dúirt Harry Cleavage, he's a very sound man. Yeah, sharp, kai feel him on Willie, tá sé. As there's Jarvis, Castle. As Illanoran in the Sir, Illanoran, the Iron Islands in the Sir. Gymrashkel. Sir Tochas are my funkin of it. And it's on my poinking. Poinking is the word we use for nose. German poinking, nose, poinking. That's what we say here on in the Sir. we say poinking. Instead of throne, we say poinking. So Gary Corach Gary Ned known says Shawel Gary na Lecce Gary Tamo Huacha Gary na Lecce Gary Thief Heady Mitcha Voile time to Klein Namini that's time to Moile Thief Head Chime. Agus not a chulman Gary Mleana Nilim of Alex Meyer, Gary Calm, the crooked field Gary Calm, where I planted to garden this year. The name of the field is Gary Calm, the crooked field. Calm is crooked. Gary Calm. The name of the field out here is Gary Nalek, and the name of the field over here is Klein Amwini. So I can get a couple of questions. Sure. Is there a dictionary that gives you the various words for various things? Staig well, Sam. Well, Javaldra, Javaldra, Sashin Capital Gamas, and the Javaldra. Dictionary is meant to be very in-depth. But online, Changlin-IE, Folklore-IE are probably good resources, especially for beginners. They'll give you good. I guess what would Sean sound without the father? Shan. Yeah, Shan Van. Like Sean Bean, the famous actor from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and other famous films and shows. Sean Bean, but Shan Van. Why was the Irish language taken from us and yet not others? Nasasni, the English. It's as simple as that. Nasasni. That's the smallest island, isn't it? Shay Nisir. Is in Chilena Slough, Ganoran, Chilena Slough, but not the smallest in population in Chilena Slough. Dainria, the Dainran is Sir Free Hochmola Dain Ishman, so then his Sir population is about twice that of Ishman, even though Ishman is about twice the size of the island, but twice the size as in the Sir, but in the Sir is a much bigger population. Ceist cinint hamafrijar thursday in the stoilum berin small chiachtas and mod gur curi bear the bikes mar hopla vile fecal. So sin godunno Kilroonline, so Kilroonline. Well it what ta canna one it gernchad bike hire ach canna le ruhi in the soir mar ché canna stun na hangstun cave na hangstun kan vad ruhi in the soir. Rohi in the Sire, agus ta shop am hain agus ta sang gaif a shop here carchupa brush up in its Irish language. Our bin Curi Shan and Ailge. Our signs, well bilingual hangach. Our signs are two changach, two bilingual, two languages. I say ta tanmak ta well and toast and no stand the cha viacha Ostan in the Seirnish in the Seir hotel journey to the Nishnach Ostan in the Seir. Ni mile machine. I don't like that. It's via sus go cheap edge can the Kugvliat the dar on Kure chin viacha Ostan in the Seir Vachra Skifta. I har light dressing got done. Ni mile machine. I har light Tanakuri, it is skunts. It is so skunts. Skunts is a wall, kind of a smaller, flatter wall that you'd be usually outside a house or a building or a hotel in this case. But I just skunts a chin the Kuri and Gailge, ignos. But I like the mage in a false saint as I got done. At a chi neti such as chi rueti. So we say rueti instead of rueti. Rueti. So chi rueti, chi rory, chi rueti, a chi rueti, a chi neti sacha. ach is couple kist smallest and best in it. I get their fad that Julie, hello from Offaly, just my hutch Julie, so I'm going to go hope you're well. There's a barrel no Jess Casta that reached gonna start to Tam kann sa han tam is a harcéin to san go go mai mi be Amy tá cemtach leis a stadium se is it Joe Amy that's responsible for the storm here. Stadium Amy Storm Amy tá sun go go mai mi I hope you're well. Tam is a harcéin is san go hain go mai ach ki mo nis ditli to le kestel Neil Sa within this Kitmar well I just it's in so come on to so ma sauce to go to go my meet ma sauce to go to sauce as the verse of wachel torch fairline come on ma king freshen to so go to so can go my freshen fairline that's go to can go my hope you're keeping well. Spraoi na yanks a roiil gekel rud a kinch Jifrúil. Kama Kafin Hochman hiocht le chéilech an seasan ai chochar a verle. Well, Tom, which at the Mahainer Kush Planner Chang, I'm on the committee for the language planning planner Kush Planner Chang. There's Tom, which as Tony Smooth Hormut starred on which Coolry. And we have actually put signs up Irish language signs Coolry Gailge, cheap on the Hache. We have actually Hormut Marsha Park Pelle, Shapel, Ruddy Marshin, Unot Slaintche, health centre, Ruddy Marshin, Tashasinary gave, I said again airstrip fishing. Marsha the Mahane Gusta, I'm on the committee myself, so I guess make much in Nish Dorch Patty Harrison. Kachawil to Automa Harkane, Tassing will to go ma fishing Patty. I hope you're keeping well, Paddy. Tassing will to go ma. As nachhol Amy could have stayed on the market, and Amy isn't bothering you too much. And steady Amy, Storm Amy. What are the different names of the wind in Irish? Have you thought of that? Have you thought of that book? Ní some kin leabhar and I don't know what book that is. Which I go for in the Sire. Tá go for, tá sé much, tá na yetach. Tá na yetach a chat in the Sire. Tá na yetach. In the yetach, tá sé in the yetach, that means it's very windy, blustery, windy, wet, kind of showery, like it is now, nothing this. Ní tá róghana, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Ní tá róghana, it's not too bad. Tá go donna ní tá róghana. It's bad, but it's not too bad. Má higgin tú leit me. If you catch my drift, if you understand me, or má higgin tú leit me. Dúirt Rory Linnen, R.I.P. Machan se, droch scéal ná, ferbocht, bhí me kaint fishing ní slóte. Chas meile Machan, mar dúirt me ní slóte, as I said earlier in the stream, it's a cruile bo, chas me leis couple of turn. Agus bhí couple of courage asam leis, I had a few nice conversations with him. So my couple of focal in his, and go more leis, and he enjoyed that a lot. Learning new words. Native, rare native words. I was able to give him a few words. I came much in this. But you know, a couple of them catch it out. It's after 6:30 now. Agus that's our talk. Because it's kind of almost near 10ish. Sipper. Gina is getting near my dinner time now. Gohundul being Gina after the shaft no I usually have dinner around 7 o'clock. Idir the shaft is lower shaft no usually around 7:30, 7. Shatanargila cluster Sagulra in the background. Sagulra's background. Coolra. Well to my cap on Rui, which is a cousin to Rui, might be the wind you hear, not the sea. Nima I'm not that near the sea to my bait is couple of new matchul on that again, about 2 minutes walk from the sea. So Ilan need to idea of Road on that again, being on an island. You're never too far from the sea. The sea is about 300 meters from me, about 300 meters. Had to sit an argument. Oh, hua chime. Oh, hua. Oh, hua. Oh, hua. She's. So we say she's so hua. During which she's so hua. She's so hua. We say down north. Down north. So yes. So yes. So that's yes. South is there. She are chin. She's so hua. I was said and said. Go chundach lair. East to County Clare. She's so hua. We don't say suas oh hua, we say she's oh hua. Skif I laur we in the sayer. Better going on an kids, better going on. Better never see mum. I'd be interested in better louding book, maybe a small book, Neil Santaga. Even in the arm ruddy and any small at be my goblet agus find that crowd bill even for live streams and the arm even for doing live streams and things. I don't have as much time to do live stream. Better worse a guy kish. We I guess I'm canning a bit if we host chat and I intended to do a live stream maybe twice a week. That's I joke on while it's difficult to get time to do it. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. Better Jadeda Kayla, the host on the Cushlan. Jadeda Kayla, host on the Cushlan. Gradually or bit by bit the castles are built. Jadeda Kayla, host on the Cushlan. See if I'm on Tarnum Coolin about like Coolin. That's the correct spelling. When Daine Fach in Sir Trochver cup. Cowl honey ni moran, ta cowl honey. Ta cowl honey ta baited heart at a head score, no genetic head score, nach mach berler o in ta cup. There's a few people, maybe in their late 70s, early 80s, that are able to speak English but wouldn't have great English. Does that the most of the young Isle was at Nan Tay or do out to was at Nan, the most of the hospital was at Nan. We have to give an angel of like the kinch does that free treatments no free immersion. Some older people mightn't have great English. They might have English, but not great English, so they might need, a daughter, son, or nephew, niece, whatever, with them if they're in the hospital in Galway. Talk about treatments or whatever things, procedures, whatever. So just to let they know exactly what they're saying. Níl steady mú Burt Lárig in Isbeos Legiators John Smith. Oh, come on. Well, to make a coast here, a smash and I think it's on the west coast that it was meant to be worse. Nivesh Rohan that's in a Burt Lárig. Nivesh Rohan. So make up a nice foot of who I think it's worse than the north. Marma gonna move, I'm not mistaken. Chinach wall, yeah, that's what I heard anyway, so what doesn't fear in the whole. Is it correct to say Buichos as thanks, because we say Buichos Legia? Well, Mila Buichos, Mila Buichos is Mila. Yeah, you could say, Mila Buichos Ashin is, 1,000 Buichos, blessings, Buichos, out of that now, Buichos, yeah, it's yeah. Gramad, really, you'd say. Gramad, you'd say, generally speaking. But you can't say like Buichos, so Buichos Legia, Buichos le blah blah blah, the show on the nacht, thanks to Buichos and Nigerling, the man Crayla Bow, thanks to the internet here, we are able to live stream. When I catch the lichen. I can do YouTube RP Machan again. So Kinche. Fair no guy to listen. Oh, Gail Kinche along to my last Sunday Kinche. Hulle class the phone like Sunday is Gail. Every trick. Hulle class is like a trick. Hulle class the phone like Sunday. Every trick he has is through Irish. Doing the dollars cheap or lame. Lame, jump, cheap pull, turn around, doing the doors, close the door, turn cush, termcuis, give me pa termcuis le an gailge. Bhfuil sunny á sunny Harcéin Tá sunny Harcéin Tá sunny a háhín so sunny's is Maris Knach Sail Mad the Bon Sail Mad the Bon Sail Mad the Bon is when you say the life, suppose like the life of Riley, I suppose would be a rough translation to English. Sail Mad the life of the white dog Sail Mad the Bon, or so like, the life of Riley, I suppose would be a rough kind of translation. How is the Imshit? Good done. That's just a good done. It's bad, but it's not too bad. Because ik hoop ook maar niet toch wel gesteld is. Ik hoop ook maar. I'll bet you nog wel een signal counter in the signal chat stats maar, but the signal isn't come. No, chat when it's a live stream, so bet you me that chat stats maar. Ik zou hopen in is reached. Kom maar. Går de ut. Vad ska ta in till Marcus King Lab. Kan man koppla något? Kan man se till man något Rachel referee Rachel. Kan man kort 3 något injury time. I put in 3 minutes of injury time. This is crazy about but in 3 minutes now. Maar så att 3 något att gi kissni here in Rivermess like jomach la moinjari super te. So kachon an arger in the side for large. Well, my horse stayed when I was upstairs looking out. Ni slochte heart of the dough. We fared game over big seas. There were big seas at around 2:30. Heart of the dough on the large dough. You man and I kill on Siller. The Mardusmat, my bed of tea had made on arguing about 300 meters from the sea. A horse stayed it upstairs here, except to see the waves are right. We fared game over. And I near back my whole mark my ratchis. My fatties are my lack shade chicken jean. I'd be afraid that a slate might be lack. A lack would be shady, blown, shady. Lack shade chicken jean. A slate might be blown off the roof. So it's a counter. God, it's so never really especially early as when the wind was very strong, around 2:30 the machine. Diolch sy'n am hearing sgailge Glouch, Dutch, Lindsay, Prenderville. Diolch Lindsay, that's yn gwybod I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're well, Lindsay. Me to clwyd o rang na gailge Arlene. Scratchy, nis y rhyd. Dwrt di'r Sian o hir. Di'r Sian o hir, hei taifad ar, yeah. Scratchy, Beji ma met no rang and the Beji gan mees the Beji no martian jet in the visa. Thomas a priacloch for law, priacloch of work we use here for many for very busy under pressure almost, so well I'm not that much under pressure, but I'm busy to my grúcoch German to chat, German to grúcoch in the sea. Priacloch is grúcoch. Priacloch is like, if you're very busy, very under pressure really, and then grúcoch is busy. So be my grúgach na leinte sem, so I bet nine it's move on be man an rang, I might be able to do classes. There's the car I must come to my in your course the lady listen to the cat, let the come on. Does she make you shake Kimmelche hot? Cut. As a story going so cave, so for pier cave, so stoi go cave for iske. Pesgor ni vafach no lonely. So we say lonely, lonna is wave. We say lonna, and lonely then is waves plural. So in the lonely cheta near, coming over west over the pier. Ni was a fuia finiske. Afach chat near. No moim or na tain in Chinese is ser fato not tonta jerfi we'd say jerfi na tain or chat near na tain ach London jerfi betwist there's etti mille buchas socht hold the not to as we're some fáusach ar moch gailge fan fadalish but tamava chit Díartad lin águr mád le étí gur mád smáil mar sin na chluisteil smáil mar sin chluisteil is as chuideála me a tá rí sin snás a chuir chuscail go smáil mar sin na chluisteil go híirtáit. Cear go leir mar se mu just cinnteach a cógnú mat in is ruba níos fuidirna bhí geiste mar over 35 minutes longer than I intended. Mar se beidir go bhá mu tin se, we might leave it there now. Gur mag choláin nach leach parts in that Craila Bill. Thank you everyone that participated, that joined and asked, especially asked questions at your question. Agus se beidir go bhá mu tin, we might leave it there. Cear go leir mar se gur mí mag cháine slán go fóil go nuid Jabe agus slán go fóil. Rúma crap mícheart. And now, agus sinné slán is gur mag chláine.